What's going on? Welcome to Trip Advice Live. How's it going out there? Hello to everyone who is watching this, not live, but also the next day and the day after. So welcome, because we have something very special today. Today, we have a guest, and as you know, I don't have guests on too often, only ones that I get really excited about, and I'm very excited about this one. We have a stylist here, and this woman knows what she's doing. And there's something about getting advice from someone who specializes in styling. Because we can always ask our friends what looks good, or we can ask our female friends what looks good, and you just don't know for sure. Everyone's got different opinions. But when you have someone who's an actual stylist, who understands fashion, who understands clothing, and understands how to actually, because it's an art, like paint a picture on your body of what you're wearing, that's the person you want to be talking to. So we are going to have Reese come on in just a second here to give a whole presentation that's going to teach you what to wear, and specifically in 2023. So one thing that's been really fun, and maybe Reese can comment on this, I feel like we're at this point. This only happens, again, this is just an observation. This maybe happens every, 6 or 7 years, where there's this turning point in style and fashion for men. And I feel like we're in that right now. I watch a lot of stuff on YouTube and TikTok, and I see the different trends that are going on. And while you don't always have to dress trendy per se, we're going to be learning about how you do that, but also work on how you look good and how you do this so it's timeless. So we get to have both options there. So very excited. Awesome. Thanks, Percy. Yes, thanks, Tony. Yes, it is my birthday. Reese, I don't know if you knew that. You're going to be coming on in a second, but that's how excited I am. I decided to have you on for a birthday show. And I think that this is going to be really interesting. And I want to try to have more guests come on and be able to teach you guys stuff so you can get a lot of value and be able to take it away and become a more attractive guy. So that's what we're talking about today. Real quick now, we're doing something special. So in this live, so just for this live, so for the next 60 to 90 minutes, and I know people are going to be joining in, so I'm going to have to repeat myself a few times here. We are going to do a giveaway. So that means that if you were ever interested in getting coaching over here at Trip Advice, so you can learn how to have a dating profile that gets matches, learn how to meet women wherever you go, be able to attract the kinds of women you want. If you ever were interested in getting coaching, today we're doing something special. We are going to be giving away 5 free, I forgot what we called them, Reese. Style, I'm just going to name it right now. It's a style pass. I don't know. That's what I'm calling it. Reese will be on here in a second. She'll correct me. But what that means is you are going to be able to get a free session with Reese. And you're going to be able to get a whole breakdown of different outfits that are curated to you specifically. So you will be getting that for free if you end up applying today for coaching and then signing up. So we're giving 5 of those away. Again, this is only for people who are applying on this live. So in the next 60 to 90 minutes, if you apply and then we get on the phone with you, again, that can be tomorrow or the next day, but either way, we will know that you applied in this time set. We see when people apply for coaching and you end up getting into the coaching program, you get a free session with Reese. So it's pretty awesome. I'm very excited about it. Can you ask Reese questions? Yes, there's going to be a Q&A after. We will do that for sure. Thanks, guys, for all the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Where to apply? Great question. You see it on the screen right there, tripadvicecoaching.com. And I know that people are joining live every second here, so I'm going to be repeating myself plenty of times. So that means, again, I'll say it right now, if you end up applying for coaching and you end up signing up, you get a free session with Reese. And by the way, this is She's not going to hold back. She's going to give you the exact value that she gives when anyone signs up. Of course, she's going to tell you about working with her further, but you will get that 100% free, and we should all thank her for that. She's awesome. All right. Enough of the small talk here. Let's get Reese on so she can introduce herself and we can have some fun today. What's up, Reese?
Hello. Oh, happy birthday. I forgot to tell you that.
Thank you. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. It's okay. Going to be okay. All right. So, guys, be nice to her because she was in traffic and she drove all the way and rushed all the way up to her apartment in, are we allowed to say where you're from?
Yeah.
Okay. We just won't give away your apartment number, but she's in Kansas City.
Go Chiefs. Right? You're a Chiefs fan.
Go Chiefs. Okay. That's great. So you're into sports?
A little bit. Not too much, but definitely since moving here.
Okay. So your current or future boyfriend will probably be very excited about that. Are you single?
Yes.
Gentlemen, she's single. She's single. Maybe we got to throw your on the screen here so guys can DM you if they're from Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been single for?
5 years.
5 years. Okay. Well, what are you, 23?
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically always been, well, I guess, I don't know. Do we count, Reese, do we count relationships that happened in high school?
I've had I've gone on dates and had little talking phases or whatever you call them, but my last serious boyfriend was like my senior year of high school into my first year of college.
Okay.
So, if that doesn't count, then I have never had a boyfriend.
Wait, hold on. Your how long was it?
It was like a little over a year from my senior year of high school, like halfway into my freshman year of college, halfway in.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that was it.
That was it.
And do you want a boyfriend?
Not really. I'm just super picky, and I'm just a very it's kind of cliche, but I'm super independent, and I have 20 projects going on, and especially lately with how well my TikTok and fashion stuff has been doing, I'm not going to ruin my independence unless someone's exactly what I'm looking for, and I've yet to find that. So.
Are you on the dating apps?
No, I've never had one before. I might. I'm moving to Austin at the end of the summer, so I might download Hinge or something when I get there.
That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Austin.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Why are you coming to Austin?
I just love it. I have some friends that live there, and it's super fun. It's a good mix of kind of Midwest small town feel, but also big city, lots of opportunities.
Okay, very cool. Well, all right. We can chit chat all day about your singledom and the men that you're dating, but we're really here to learn about style. So, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us about your background, or do we want to jump right into the presentation where that's part of it?
That's part of it, so I can just go over it in there.
Okay, well, let's do it. So, what we're going to be doing here is Reese is going to be presenting some really cool stuff to talk about style in 2023. And remember, if you want to get a free, well, I called it a style pass. I don't know why I called it a style pass. What did we call it?
I like that name. It was just a style order. I don't really, have an official name for it, so maybe I'll have to steal that.
Okay, well, we'll call it a style pass. That means that if you end up applying in this hour, so it's only available for the time that we are live, if you apply for coaching, the link that you see on the screen, trippadvicecoaching.com, the first 5 people to then apply, and then if you've applied in this time, the first 5 people who end up signing up for coaching are going to get a free style session, style pass with Reese to help you specifically with your style. So go to trippadvicecoaching.com where you can apply, and that means you'll be able to get coaching on meeting women and style, and it will be awesome. Okay, let's do it. So Reese, I'll add it to the stream here. Now, are we doing my style session after?
I put it in the middle of the presentation.
Okay, it's in the middle. So you'll just have to I'll probably see it here. Okay. Now, Reese, I know you have a great presentation for us today, but I'm going to be interrupting you at times because I'm going to have questions.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, is that cool? Okay, great. And then, guys, you can ask your questions too. If it's very pertinent to what Reese is talking about, we'll try to get it answered. Otherwise, Reese, are you cool to stick around after your presentation to answer questions and keep chatting for a bit?
Yeah.
Great. Awesome. All right, guys, if you're ready, throw out the ready in the chat. And Reese, there you go. Take it away.
Perfect. Okay, here's my fashion guide. Obviously, I can't cover every single thing because fashion is this very complex. You can go very deep with it. But I try to get general tips for guys that are looking for advice. So if you already have a decent sense of style, it might not be the most helpful. But if you feel like you're kind of clueless or maybe you don't know what's going on, this should be super helpful, super right to the point. Okay, so who I am and like why I'm qualified to do this. I'm a personal stylist. I have my own business for it, which is Styled by Reese, which is the little icon down there. I also am a personal stylist for 2 other companies. So I do it for a senior photographer. I give her seniors that she photographs a free style session. Well, not free to them, but like, I give them a style session before they go and do their photo shoot. And then I also do just another freelance one. And I also work full-time in fashion. It's a pretty small company, so I do a lot. I mostly do their finances and some of their design stuff, but I also style some of their outfits sometimes. So I do a lot of it, and I know what I'm doing. I'm also on TikTok. I have my ad at the end. It's Reece Johnson 45, where I go over a lot of the same stuff I'm going to do here. And I also studied fashion as my minor in college. So.
Do you like working with men or women better for style?
Oh, I'm being so honest. Well, okay, I don't know.
Better be careful with this answer.
I love working with women, obviously, because I feel like they're more open to me being creative. And with men, it's a lot of repetition because guys aren't super willing to branch out. But I get a lot of my followers on TikTok are men, so I can't complain. I love them.
Okay, guys, you got to listen to that. That's really important. That's very interesting, actually. It makes sense that the men aren't as super open to it. And let me just ask you, what if they were? Like, what kind of benefits would they get if they were open to getting feedback and advice on style?
I mean, other than it just being reflected in their outfits, I feel like that's reflected in your personality when you don't put yourself in this box of like, oh, well, it's okay. This is what I hear all the time. I'm not saying this. It's gay to like try with your fashion sense. Which is just like so dumb. Like, why does looking like crap make you more masculine? I don't know. But I think it just opens you up to a whole new possibility, maybe a whole new hobby.
Yeah. That's a great point. Okay, cool. Continue.
All right, let's get into it. That's really all about me in case anyone's like, what makes you qualified? There you go. Okay, so before we start, I just want to preface fashion is an opinion, and that is coming from someone who eats, sleeps, and breathes it. It is, at the end of the day, an opinion. If you have a personal sense of style that you're already happy with, I'm not trying to like trash on that. And you're not going to like everything I show, and that's the fun about it. Pick and choose what resonates with you and what you like. But like I said at the end, don't put yourself in this box of like, I only wear t-shirt and jeans, and that's me every day for the rest of my life. Like, be open to evolving and changing and trying new things. All right, this is not that. This is simple. If you wear this, or if you wear that, try to stick to this instead. Starting with pants. That's not that. Trousers are so awesome. They're super in right now. I think a lot of people that work in office jobs can appreciate them because you can wear them in your personal life, not only necessarily at the office. When you're doing jeans, the slimmest I would go is like the slim is what they're called. But I think up to baggy jeans is super cool. Cargo pants are awesome. I think they get a bad rep, but if you style them right, they can look so cool, so trendy.
Those just came back, right?
For girls, it's probably been a few years, but for guys, yeah, I would say like 3 years-ish.
I got to be honest with you, Reese. And I guess this is fashion. This is how it works. Is you're just not going to connect everything.
You're
but
not.
maybe this will change in a couple of years when you see something more. But the cargo pant is just, I can't hop on board because I think of like 2001 when I wore cargo pants.
How fashion is though. Like,
yeah.
You see girls in the 80s wore biker shorts and oversized sweatshirts, and what did girls start wearing again a few years ago? And my mom was like, I thought this was out. Well, if you've ever looked at the fashion timeline, when they taught us in school, it's shaped like this. So whatever was in like 90s, 2000s is gonna come back.
So basically, whatever decade you're in, 2 decades ago, there's going to be fashion style from 2 decades ago that come back now.
Yeah. You see that with the low-rise jeans a lot too. Like, you can get Paris Hilton wearing them in the early 2000s, and they're huge again right now. But so yeah,
Okay. All right.
good to hang on to old things for some reasons like this.
Yeah, my friend, I was telling him because we always make jokes about cargo, even before they came back. And he says, "Oh, I still have my cargo shorts." And I was like, "Oh, guess what? Cargo pants came back." And he goes, "So does that mean I can wear my cargo shorts?" I'm like, I don't know about that." No, okay, so no, you said no.
I'm saying no to those.
Okay, cargo,
There's exceptions, but general rule, general guy, no,
not yet at least.
not yet. Maybe
Okay.
later.
All right, cool.
So not that. Anything super slim is just really a no for me. I know a lot of guys are like die hard. They only wear super skinny jeans. They just gotta go. If you look at the white pants, that fit for jeans is like about as slim as I would go. You can still see they're still hugging his leg, but they're not skin tight. And that goes with girls too. I mean, skinny jeans are typically out, but they're like I think sometimes they can work definitely out for guys. With prints such as camo, you got to be super careful, and you have to be honest with yourself. Like, do I know how to style this? Am I doing this right? The guy who's wearing them, I think that looks like something I would put like my 4-year-old kid in, but like if it's an adult form, in my opinion. Okay, so that's it for pants. Shorts. Oh my God, I cannot emphasize the 5-inch inseam enough for athletic shorts. If you are still wearing basketball shorts like that, you got to get with it. We're not Adam Sandler. Okay, we're evolving and changing with the times. I like khaki pants. He has color khaki, the guy that has the black shorts on. Again, a 5-inch for someone athletic. And then loose fitting jean shorts are okay. Like the guy has with the t-shirt and the tote bag. Loose fitting jean shorts can look very vintage, very like summery and cool. It's when we do the tight ones over there that I start to have an issue with that.
Have tight jean shorts ever been back since like the 80s?
In my opinion, I have never really liked them. Even with girls, Bermuda shorts are just not my favorite. And even when they were in, they were still not my favorite. But I don't think there's many guys that have any business wearing skinny jean shorts like that.
Okay.
So let me ask you, Tripp, would you be open, just general question, would you be open to wearing long jean shorts? Like when you see that guy on the left, are you like, I could get behind that? Or are you like, no?
This guy right here?
All the way on the left, those types of jean shorts.
Yeah, this guy right here. Or do you mean this left?
I can't see your mouse, so.
Oh, you can't see my mouse. Okay, the guy with the white shirt.
Yes, well, there's two, but yeah.
Okay, the one all the way on the left with the white shirt. Longer. So where do they come to?
Probably like right above his knee. And you have to wear it with like an oversized shirt like that, obviously.
And they're loose. Yeah, I would be open to that.
Okay.
I would not. Yeah, I would not be open to skin tight jean shorts or jorts as they call them.
Right.
So yeah, I'd be open to that. I feel like you have to pair that with whatever shoe you're wearing. You have to have like a sock. What do they call it? A long sock.
Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely say like shoes shaped more like Converse with like a sock coming out of the top. Something chunkier. I don't know. But I feel like that's what I get. I get a lot of like pushback on that. Like the guys are always like, okay, I agree with everything you say, but absolutely not to jorts. But,
Yeah. As long as they're not short or tight, or I guess with the rips. So I would be open to that. It's so funny. It feels so 90s.
yeah, that's what's in.
Yeah. I'm still having trouble, but I'm getting there.
You gotta open your mind.
I'm having trouble with the baggy shirt. Okay. Like,
Really?
yeah, I'm working through it.
Okay.
But see, I'm a thinner dude.
Yeah,
Okay?
but you don't wear like muscle shirts, do you? Like V-neck
No, I don't
shirts
go
or
skin
like that?
tight. I go fitted.
Okay.
But I think I figured something out here. Tell me what you think about this. So I got this one kind of baggy fit. polo from Abercrombie.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a year ago. Okay. And you know the baggy fit, right? So I put it on and I tried it so many times. I looked in the mirror and I was really trying to broaden my horizon here, and it just didn't look good. I was like, I can't find it.
That's okay.
Now today I put on another it was a button down short sleeve wide fit.
Okay. Like
And it looks what's that?
like kind of a linen type of shirt.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And it looked better.
Yeah.
And then I figured out why I think it's better. Because the seam matched up with where it's supposed to be on the shoulder, right? So, if you have a baggy fit,
drop shoulder then.
What's that?
You don't like a drop shoulder then when the seam goes down here?
I mean, at least the way I looked in it, it just looked like it didn't look fashionable.
Okay.
It looked like that guy's in a shirt that's too big for him.
Okay.
But this one, the seam seemed normal up here, but it still had the wide fit. And I was like, all right, so I get it. We're back to wide, but at least it doesn't feel like it's drooping over my shoulder too much. So I don't know. That seemed to work. I wonder if it's because of that, unless the baggy fit is also the seam hanging below the shoulder.
It really depends, but that's good. You weren't dogging on it because you're like, I'm too cool to wear this. You were like, genuinely not for me, and you found something else. That's what I try and emphasize that to my style clients a lot.
Cool.
All right. Perfect. Right into shirts. Okay, so linen is super in right now. If you are dressing to impress girls, not that you should do it all the time, but sometimes, that's the goal. Girls love linen. I literally say on my page all the time, I say bitches love linen, and all the girls will comment like, yes, bitches love linen. It's just like a European summer vibe. Like, it's just super cool, super in, very easy style. Graphic tees, if that's too much for you, I added like a little picture of like a location tee. So that's just anything that says like New York or whatever, Lake Tahoe is what this one says. Button downs like the guy has on in the picture. And then softer polos that have a little bit of room. So like the guy wearing the gray type of collar thing, you could go a little bit tighter than that, but anything much tighter than that, I would say. Okay, so then out of style prints, like you can see, I hope nobody's still wearing this, but the pocket tees with like the Aztec print, like absolutely not. You have got to stop doing that. Just really any pocket tees, honestly, unless they're a solid color.
Is Aztec completely out too? Just the pattern of Aztec?
1,000%. 1,000%.
Oh, God. I have a hoodie that it's like Aztec and it looks really cool.
I mean, if you feel good in it, you keep wearing it. Not for me and not for the times right now.
Maybe it's done. Okay.
Maybe it's time to let that one go. Teal, salmon, any colors that give you this 2015 vibe, like the guy in the middle with the bright blue shorts. That whole color scheme just gives me total like 2015 frat boy vibes. All those have got to go. That doesn't mean you can't wear colors. I think a lot of people misinterpret when I say that. You can totally still wear colors and you can still wear blues and oranges, but those specific shades are just very like they have a certain time attached to them, a certain like era of time attached to them that is no longer in. And then muscle shirts are just absolutely not. No matter your body type, I'm gonna have to say no on the muscle shirts. You look like a douche, truly.
I wonder if those will come back in 2 decades.
Maybe they will. Maybe I'll love them again in 2 decades. But I know there's some times where I'm just like Miss Me jeans. I'm just like, I really have a heart. Do you know what those are?
The what?
Miss Me jeans.
Mm-mm.
Girls used to wear them when I was in middle school, so however many years ago that was. But it's like the bedazzled on the butt. You've got to know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now I do.
Yeah, I just can't picture those ever coming back. So I'm curious to see about those.
Well, it's interesting because once more form-fitted pants came back for men, because in the 90s and even a little bit in the early 2000s for a little bit, it was all baggy pants.
Yeah.
And then the pants started to get more and more narrow to the point where maybe in 2009 it was skinny jeans for guys, like skin tight.
Yeah.
And it's interesting how fashion works. Like you look back and you go, man, how did we ever wear those baggy pants? Because you look and you see at that time, skinny was in, and that just looks better. And every time fashion evolves, I mean, sometimes, but the way I look at it, things start to like get better. Like, oh, that looks cool now. And but that's just how trends work.
Yeah.
And then it's interesting now where it's like, wow, I can't believe baggier pants are coming back. Now, I can't imagine ever wearing like insane baggy pants, but now like a little bit more loose fitting, I can get on board with that and go away from the skin tight.
Yeah. I know. And I can't picture ever looking at a guy wearing super skinny jeans and being like, oh my God, he looks good. But I'm sure in 10 years, that's how I'll feel. It's a little exhausting, I won't lie, especially with someone who has to dress on trend. I spend a lot of money and donate a lot of stuff every few years. Just trying to keep up. All right, on to jackets. Puffers are definitely in, but they need to have a little bit of room. On the right, it showed kind of a tight, shorter puffer. You want to stay away from that. Go a little bit more of a loose fit. The puffs, preferably, need to be bigger than that, if that makes sense. That has like a bunch of little ones. That's getting into the nitty gritty though. But shackets, which I don't have a picture of, but they're just like they're like a flannel, but they're a little bit thicker material, more like a jacket. So it's like a shirt, like a flannel shirt, jacket, shacket. Quarter and half zips, like the one up there. I think those are cool. Obviously, not tight ones. Bombers are super cool. I showed an ugly bomber on the right. That one's a little too thin, and the stripe is horrendous. So maybe something with a little more thickness to it, I guess. Or if you're going to do that shape, just a solid color. And then loose fitting jean jackets, like not tight ones, but the ones the guy has on the left. Those are really cool. The denim on denim can be very in if you do it right. But it can also look very bad. So that's something that if you feel like you are not ready to really dive in headfirst to fashion, maybe stay away from that. If you're already stylish, want to try something new, that's something worth looking into. Not that the short tight puffers, we went over that. Weird prints that are hard to style. Jackets, you just want to do things that are like you can wear with a ton of outfits. I have like one checkered jacket and one hot pink, but I mean, I have a lot of stuff, so I know how to style stuff. But like if you're looking to get jackets, go for higher quality things like J. Crew, Everlane, things that are more expensive and easier and more neutral. Again, slim fitting jean jackets, and then the full zip, full button cashmere sweaters like the one on the right, especially the fact that it's tight, just maybe not with that one. But I feel like anyone can look at that and be like, that does not look good. So
the full zip cashmere sweater.
Yeah.
Well, maybe now, but catch me like 7 years ago. I would say that's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
But just not today. Gosh,
Today.
this style is so. This is why I'm doing this, because style is so finicky. It's very tricky, which is why guys need to work with a stylist like you, so they don't have to guess. Right? This is great information, and it's good to. What'd you say?
I said I can think for them.
Yes, exactly. That's the beautiful part about it. Which I should say, guys, you can get a free style session with Reese. She will style you, and she's not going to put you in clothes that you hate. That's got to be a thing too, right? It's like you're not putting clothes on people where they're like, Reese, I would never wear this, because that's not going to work.
No, I don't push people too far out of their comfort zone.
Okay. Someone asked, what age range is this for?
I would say like 18 to lower 30s, maybe 35s probably. I mean, when you get into like upper 30s and 40s, there's still like pieces of this that I would say to like pick up on, but the crazier stuff, I know guys in that age range aren't usually open to. But still, with like the way the jeans fit and the way the shirts fit, I would say honestly for everyone.
Okay, got it. So the fittings for everyone. Well, we're gonna break this up for a second. Let's talk about 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. What are those guys supposed to wear? Is it not cool to wear some of this trendy stuff?
I think it's cool, but
or are you saying that they just might not be open to it?
They're not open to it usually. Like
okay, so it is for them though if they're open to it.
If they're open to it, absolutely, but I don't know what it is, like, same with my mom, she's like, "I don't wanna dress like you, I don't wanna look like I'm trying to, live through you vicariously even though I'm 50." I think that people of that age are like, "I don't wanna look like I'm trying to look young and I'm having a midlife crisis," which I can't relate to that whatsoever, so I don't wanna be like, "No, you look great," which I think they do, but if that's something I feel like that age range, they're impossible to, like, get to dress super trendy, so I stick to, like, get good pairs of jeans that fit the way I'm saying, like the slim fit or the straight fit, get good, like, button-up shirts or get a few nice jackets that do not look like the ones on the right. Does that make sense? The basics of it.
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. Okay, so what I was saying before is if you want to get a free session with Reese, we're doing a special right now. So anyone here who's live, who's watching this, just for the duration of the live, if you fill out an application over at trippadvicecoaching.com, you see the link on the bottom left-hand corner, and you apply, and then you end up signing up, and in order to sign up, we'll get on a phone call with you. But if you've applied during this live and you sign up, we are giving away a free session. So the first 5 people that end up signing up for coaching who apply are going to be able to get that free session where Reese is going to completely style you and help you. And you can be anywhere from 18 to 60, 70 years old. I'm going to say this for you, Reese. It sounds like you just got to be a little bit open-minded to what looks good. Is that right?
Yep.
All right. Awesome. Okay, let's continue here.
Okay. Believe me though, I saw guys that are just like, I will try nothing new. And I'm like, okay, here's jeans and t-shirts. And they're at least a little better than what you're already wearing. But okay, this one, dressing for your body type. Want to preface, not saying hide the way you look, hide your body, be ashamed of it. Some people just like to dress a certain way that maybe looks a little more flattering, and these are my tips on it. So I only just gave 2 of the examples because I swear to God, I get guys that are like, I'm 6'3" and like slim and muscular. What should I wear? I'm like, anything. Literally anything. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that you do not have any issues. It's the guys that are like shorter and they want to look a little taller, the big and tall guys that want to look a little slimmer. So, shorter guys, definitely pay extra attention to the 5-inch inseam rule. Long shorts are just really not going to do you any favors. Don't cut yourself in half. I have a picture of this example. The guy on the top right, he is wearing 2 very intense contrasting colors on top and bottom. And when you're shorter, that is going to like make it glaringly obvious because it's going to cut your body in half. And you'd want to do more like light wash bottoms, lighter top, things of that nature. Oversized, not bulky. That's the bottom right picture. Tom Cruise has the most horrendous jacket I've ever seen on in my life. When you're doing like jackets and things of that nature and you want to do a more oversized look, make sure it's just barely oversized. If you do anything too baggy, it's going to look bulky and it's going to swallow you. And then I would say with jeans or pants, go slim or straight fit. Big and tall.
So you got to be careful. So shorter guys have to be careful about going too baggy and too big. Is basically is what I'm gathering.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just, I mean, if that's your sense of style, go for it. But that's even the same with girls. A lot of girls that are shorter won't wear like, even for prom, like dresses that are poofy because it just like swallows them whole. It makes them look tiny. So things like that. For big and tall, layering is everything, I think, because guys that are big and tall are usually not as open to wearing stuff that's slightly smaller fitting. So the way that you're going to stay fashion forward, I think, is with layering. This guy has on a tank top and then a jacket over it, and he has some necklaces going on. It kind of breaks up the outfit. It's also very important to find places with inclusive sizing. This is the same if you're like very, very tall and you don't want all your pants to be short on you. You just want to find places that have a wide size range. That way, it's not necessarily you shopping at a normal brand and sizing up because the proportions are still going to be off. So look for places that specifically make stuff for big and tall. A few examples I can think of off the top of my head are like Uniqlo, Amazon Fashion, actually, like their brand of stuff. They have a lot of inclusive sizing. Levi's has a ton of like a million different jean sizes for each thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking of off the top of my head. ASOS, they have a lot of stuff too. I would say no to cuffing your pants. The picture I showed, that's like it'd maybe be fine there because the pants are a little baggy, but if the pants are more slimmer fitting, I would stay away from cuffing. I just think it doesn't look very good. And accessories are seriously everything because they can really like elevate your outfit. And that's the same with everyone. But if you're, I don't want to say more insecure, but if you're just feeling like, I don't know, you're feeling like I'm not one of those like super hot dudes and like I can't, nothing I wear is ever going to compare. Accessories are everything because they can seriously make or break. So that's what I would say for big and tall. All right. Moving on. This is what I really have to hit hard with. It's not cool to not care. Girls do not think it's cool when you bash on fashion or, again, think it's like gay to wear more fashion forward stuff or try. Because if you look at the guys that girls are swooning over, it's guys like Harry Styles, Joe Burrow, Travis Kelce, and they're obviously being swooned over for other reasons too. But a big thing that sets them apart is the fact that they're so like comfortable with themselves and they're willing to try new fashions. And girls find that attractive because it shows that they're not insecure and it shows that they're not closed-minded. So again, not saying you have to wear pearls like Harry Styles or show up in like a big smiley face sweater like Travis Kelce, but I'm just showing it. It's cool to like try stuff a little out of your comfort zone. So accessories, guys are very scared of accessories. Rings that aren't wedding rings, just even like a thin silver one on your other hand, just looks cool. Bags, you can do like a tote bag, you can do like a crossbody type of thing. Hats, other than baseball hats, a lot of guys will wear baseball hats, but you could try like the vintage style hat, maybe not a trucker hat because those are more geared towards girls now, but I don't know, maybe a bucket hat or a beanie if you're open to that kind of thing. Chains, everyone can get with a super simple chain, I think. If you're open to it, you could try. A lot of the chains I suggest are either like a double one, so they'll have two, or there's one that I suggest that has like a little tiny row of pearls on the side. It's like this long, so you can barely even tell. It's not like feminine at all, but it just gives the outfit a little something more. And then cool shoes, because if you're wearing Air Force Ones with everything, maybe it's time to switch it up. Fun colors and patterns. Again, you don't have to show up in like hot pink, but just trying some brighter colors that aren't neutral. Trying a cool graphic design shirt. I really like Abercrombie. They have a lot of like NBA team graphic shirts. Like their Bulls one's really cool. And so it's not necessarily like girly graphic tees per se, and it's not like a band tee if you don't want to look like that. But it's kind of sports stuff, just other things that can just kind of do what other guys aren't doing. Patterns, stripes, shapes, camo. Again, be careful with all those. And then statement pieces. So just like one piece of your outfit that's going to stick out. So for example, in the Joe pick, that's obviously his shirt. And a different fit. If you are so set on only wearing slim jeans all the time and only wearing one shape of shirt, the way that you can switch it up is try a little baggier pants, or maybe try like a tighter tank top with like a jacket over it. Not like a tight one, obviously, but like a, I don't want to call it a wife beater because I got so much hate for saying that on my TikTok, but just that type of tank top with maybe like a shacket or like a cool bomber jacket. And then maybe even like a new shape of hat, like what I said earlier. Just, it's cool to try new things and it's cool to care a little bit about what you look like.
I think that's when I was reviewing this presentation before we started, that was one of the slides that really stuck with me because that's so true. Like I think there's certain men out there in so many different ways who think it's cool not to care. Like I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that's some like weird off bad boy seeming quality.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't work here. It doesn't work with this. Like that's fine. You don't have to care about what you wear, but you're just not going to look good. And it's not going to help get in the door when talking to women or on the first date. I mean, you can in some ways, if you're really good, transcend what you're wearing. If you have like an amazing personality or you're super rich and super good looking or all these things. But even then, why not use something that can work for you? It's going to help you look better, which is going to make you more attractive. It's going to send a signal to the woman, something about you. When you're dressed well and when you know what you're wearing, that says something to her, right? It almost says to her, that I know this sounds like a stretch, but like that you're an effective guy, right? It's like they see you and you're wearing basketball shorts that are past your knees and I don't know, some ratty t-shirt or whatever, and you threw on some clothes. Okay, you're going to look like a guy who lives in your mom's basement. You just threw on some stuff. But if you dress well, even if it's not fancy, but just well or trendy or just stylish, you're going to come off. It actually makes you seem more successful, even if you're not. Would you agree or disagree with any of that, Reese?
Yeah, I would agree. And I I mean, I talked about like earlier at the beginning of the live, like how I'm so picky with guys, especially just the way that they talk to me. And being a girl in fashion, I can weed them out really quick, honestly, because a lot of guys will say like, "Oh, I work in fashion," or "I do like I'm a fashion stylist." You know, the guys that are like, "Ooh, girls, all they care about is fashion." I'm like, "Okay, ew, sorry, you're so cool and don't care." Like that is such a turn off to me. Or I mean, just anything of that. Like when you just think you're like so cool to not care. I'm like, you should care first of all because you're on a date with me, and you should put a little effort into what you look like. And it's reflective of your personality. I think it's super obvious when a guy just like thinks they're all high and mighty or above doing something like as simple as attempting to put together a decent outfit.
And she'll remember you too, because that's the thing is most guys don't pay attention to it, and it can be very simple. So, all right, let's continue. That's great.
Oh, I want to say one more thing. You don't see girls saying like, because again, but going back to this one, guys will be like, "Oh, well, obviously he's Travis Kelce, he can wear whatever he wants." You don't see girls looking at people like Gigi Hadid or like Haley Bieber and going like, "Oh, well, they're Haley Bieber. Like, I can't wear that." They go, "Oh my god, I love Haley Bieber's outfit. I'm gonna wear that." You know what I mean? Like, girls draw inspiration from it. Guys get sometimes intimidated by it. So I think putting that to the side and finding inspiration from what they wear is again a great tool. So some common.
Also,
Sorry.
okay, there's a good. I want to mention this too, based off of what you said. So you might look at this stuff and go, "Oh, this isn't me." And here's the thing: before you meet a woman, she doesn't know who you are. So it's kind of cool. A little hack: you can reinvent yourself by just wearing whatever is stylish, even if it seems a little uncomfortable. And she doesn't know. She meets you for the first time. You go on a date with her. You approach her, whatever. She's just going to assume that's who you are. So if you're wearing something that seems, oh, only that guy can pull it off, you actually pull it off immediately because you're doing it, just because you're wearing it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you have some friends who might give you some shit or tease you a little bit, but whatever. Forget them. But who cares about them? Focus on what you care about and focus on you and focus on those new women that you're going to be meeting that are going to be looking at you in that different way. I remember learning that, I don't know, 15 years ago, something like that. When it's like, oh, I don't know if I can wear some of this stylish stuff. And it's like, I discovered that through the process. Like, well, who cares? They don't know. So if you want to wear some crazy shit one night that is goes for the rules of the what's trendy and what's stylish, and you want to just try it out, see what kind of attention you end up getting, because I guarantee you get more.
Absolutely. That's when I first walk into a bar and I see a guy that's dressed really well, I'm like, A line to that guy. Like seriously. Okay. So some common outfit examples, things that I'll throw together. Button up and jeans, super easy. Again, the fit is absolutely everything with this. I mean, you don't have to wear unbuttoned like him, but this sort of fit versus like skinny jeans and like a weird colored tighter button up. I mean, that is two completely different outfits, but it's the same thing. So it's like those little details like the fit. That's really important. Sweater and trousers. Trousers are cool. I don't think a lot of guys wear them not in a business sense. So super easy, just more of an oversized sweater with it. And then shorts and a cool polo like this, like something you might not see. I'll kind of like dig on a fashion website and find something cool like that. And I'll style them with shoes kind of similar to that. Usually like Behas are just a nicer looking tennis shoe. These are just really easy things. You do not have to try super hard. You don't have to think super hard. Put those together and they look cool. All right. And just remember, you know yourself best. So don't put yourself in a box and don't be like, that isn't me. But if you are wearing something that you're trying out new and you're just like, I just really cannot get behind this, you know yourself best. You know what you're going to be confident in. And my next point, confidence totally makes or breaks it. I think you can tell when someone's wearing something and they're really uncomfortable or like kind of insecure about it, or when someone's like owning it and being like, yeah, this is my super cool outfit. Like, I look awesome. I'm confident. It's painfully obvious when guys or girls are not confident in what they're wearing. And the right person won't care. Since this is a dating thing, and that's absolutely not the point of this, the right person won't care. So don't obviously dwell on it too much. Just try and branch out a little bit.
Cool.
And I put my 3 of my celebrity crushes up there just to sizzle it up.
Oh, there you go. Okay, very nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll go into this in a second. You can explain what this is all about. A couple of comments I see from guys. Really, you got to be open-minded. That's what this is all about. So someone said, a lot of this doesn't really work. The guy who does a blue-collar work is like putting on a costume for a few hours. Well, that's fine. So you'll do blue-collar work, whatever that work may be. You may not be in these outfits. You might be in the uniform or the work that you have to, the kind of clothes that make sense for that work. But when you go out at night, yeah, you're right. I agree. If for the first time you go out and you put on something new, you're going to be looking at yourself and going, I'm in a costume right now. You'll feel that way because it's the first time you've ever done it. But then when you keep going out, or you're going on dates, or you're going out to bars, or whatever you're doing, socializing, and you continue to wear that kind of clothing, it becomes who you are. And it doesn't feel like a costume anymore. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to and trying some new stuff. And like you said, Reese, you don't have to go crazy and wear wild stuff.
Yeah.
You can just try some things out and see how it works for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, explain what this style order is. That's what we should call. That's it, style order.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we get into this, what's going to happen now is Reese is going to show you what she is giving away for free so nicely, and she's doing it for 5 guys. I asked her for 10, and she goes, Tripp, that's a lot. I can't do that many.
I put a lot of time into it, so.
Yes, and so that's the point, is these are very valuable. She puts a lot of time into it. She works with you, and what she does is she gives you a questionnaire, which we did one. You're going to see this live. I filled out a questionnaire that just asks about what you might be comfortable with, or what she shows pictures and what style you might like. And so based on the questionnaire, then she puts together some outfits for you and shows you what you could put on that would look good based on your preferences. And I think that's a huge part about it. You're not just like, all right, this is what you should wear. I don't care if you like it or not. You're trying to work with guys in the sense where, let's start with, okay, well, what would he like? Because then he's going to wear it. So I think that's super smart. And she's going to be giving this away to 5 guys. Now, the way to get this free session is it's part of the bigger coaching program that I have over here at Tripp Advice. So if you're watching this live, for the rest of the time that we are live, if you fill out an application, down below you see the URL, trippadvicecoaching.com. If you fill out an application in the time that we are live here, and you're going to be getting on a call with either myself or another one of my onboarding specialists, and the first 5 guys who end up signing up for coaching who have applied during this live are going to get a free style order with Reese, and you're going to see exactly what that looks like right now. Reese, take it away.
Okay, I'm going to close this window really fast because it's actually been blinding.
Okay, cool. And maybe, Reese, what you can do, I know I kind of spoke for you when I told about the questionnaire, but if you wanted to speak a little bit more to that in terms of how you do it and why you do a questionnaire, I go ahead and please.
Oh yeah, I can
explain.
do that. I asked for maybe like I put out a few words, so like soft is one of them if guys are looking for it. This is not a common one, but like soft and feminine, like the hairstyles look. I'll say like sporty. I'm like blanking out, but I have a bunch of words, and I'll say like click what you think like applies to your style or the style you're wanting to achieve. And then I will do like, I'll give those example pictures. You'll go through, click on the ones that you like. I will do like a budget. So if you're like, I don't care about money. Give me whatever the best stuff is. I'm not obviously pulling out designer stuff, but like hair quality stuff. Or I'll have like give me the cheapest stuff you can find and options in the middle of that. And then I'll have I have a little box where I'll say give me things that you already wear that you feel really good in, things that you've worn before and you're like, I am absolutely not open to that, things of that nature. So, yeah, it kind of covers all the bases and I guarantee satisfaction. So if someone doesn't like what I did, I will redo any outfit.
She guarantees satisfaction. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great.
I don't want someone to walk away, which I don't want to brag on myself, but a lot of times people do not ask me to redo stuff. But when they do, it's usually I don't know if I'm open to that. But I want people to walk away happy and being like, oh, I am going to go buy all those outfits. That's awesome. So, yeah.
Okay. Real quick, too, before we get into this, someone said, damn, I'm a past coaching member. Don't worry, because Reese, this is what you do for work. So you offer these, and you'll talk about how guys can get access to you to sign up and work with you if they just wanted to do that and not get the free session with coaching.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
To put up you either have to click on the link or put up the style order.
Sorry, forgot where we were then for a second.
You're good.
Okay. There we go.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to do this as if I'm your client. So I'm going to be giving you feedback and, present it to me like you would if we were on a session together.
All right. All right, outfit 1. I could tell you were not super wanting to try out the baggy pants look based on what you picked, so I was not going to do that. But these are some really good pants from Abercrombie. They're tailored really well. They're not too baggy, but they're still giving a more modern look. And this type of color is super in, the creams and the off-whites. I gave you this relaxed fit kind of linen style shirt, but it's not so linen that it gives this beachy thing. You could wear this to a bar, to dinner, mostly any events. ASOS has super affordable, good shirts. And is this the type of shirt you tried on and you said you did like, or are you thinking of something else?
The one on the left, yeah. That's the kind that I tried. Not that color, of course, but that style I tried on. But you can tell, look, the seam is right where the shoulder meets the arm. So
yeah,
that makes sense that looks good. It's it's still a normal fit where the seam is supposed to go. If you're wearing a suit, for example, like I am, no matter what style is happening or any trends are happening in the past 100 years, if you're wearing a suit, they always will line up the seam to where your shoulder meets your arm. Anyway, yeah, that ASOS shirt looks like it's doing that. And that looks good. I would wear that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then Vejas, I think they're an investment. They're not super cheap, but they're a good, you can dress it up, dress it down shoe. So I will suggest these to a lot of my staff clients.
I have Vejas. Actually, it's funny. I should have brought it. Yeah, when I reviewed it. Yeah, I should have brought it. But not that kind. I have the high top Vejas, or Veja, however you pronounce it, and it's green. So it's green, okay. High top. Is that still cool?
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Tops. I like that you have high tops.
You know what's interesting? I got those, and I looked at them, and I said, you know what? This is just a cooler version of Converse.
Yeah,
that's what came to my head. And I was like, all right, these are cool. And I wore them. I've gotten many compliments on them.
There you go. And I don't see a lot of guys wearing those, so something to think about. And then below, I'll usually write a little, here's how I would style this. You can wear this shirt as a cardigan, as some of the outfits showed. You don't have to wear it buttoned up necessarily. You could just wear a t-shirt or tank top underneath it. And I would add, this model's wearing it, so you can see I would add a simple chain or some sort of jewelry. He has a necklace, bracelet, and rings on. You don't have to go that crazy, but it elevates it.
Okay.
So that's outfit 1.
Okay, I like it all. Not the bucket hat. I won't do a bucket hat. Bucket hat seems like it's for kids and childish, and I don't think It
I don't like
looks
the bucket hat with
good.
this outfit either. I don't know who at ASOS was like, let's put him in this picture. But
Yeah, don't like that. Like the pants. See, khaki is tough because it depends on what you're wearing on top. Like what that guy is wearing, I can tell that looks good, but I feel it's easy to ruin your outfit when you're wearing like a light colored or khaki colored pant. It's got to be specific.
yeah,
You just got to know what you're doing. It's a neutral color, but it's not as neutral as wearing like jeans. Jeans is hard to mess up. You can
right.
almost wear anything with jeans. With khaki, it's a little bit more tough, but I dig it.
All right, outfit 2. Okay, you picked one of the casual looks, so I wanted to give you just simple, easy, casual look. Comfort, I really like their sweat sets. They're a little more pricey if you consider, I mean, 100 for a nice hoodie and nice sweats is pretty standard, maybe a little bit on the higher end, but I really like their sweat sets. He's wearing his a little oversized. You could size it down if you don't like that oversized look. This is a really good puffer. Kind of how I mentioned earlier, it has the bigger panels on it. It doesn't have that like kind of nerdy North Facey look. I like North Face, but like some of their puffers are just not the vibe. So this one is more oversized. It's the right length, and it could look really good over a sweat set if you needed that. And then these are just some basic round sunglasses. On my TikTok, I always talk about how much I hate those one sunglasses. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but they're like square and they have the little like metal things right there. They're kind of like what you would get free at like a theme park or something.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about. Where the metal is hanging off of it.
There's like a little metal oval like detail, like that's kind of what distinguishes them.
I feel like this has it too. The ones on the right. Unless am I thinking of something
You're thinking
different
of
here?
something else.
Okay, then I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Um, yeah, I can't hold a picture, but I feel like people would kind of generally know what I'm talking about. They're just the basic, like they're literally made of plastic, and I mean Ray-Bans makes them too, but like I think a lot of guys still wear those, and I'm just like,
Oh, the little detail, the
yes,
dot.
yes,
Ah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, so the detail dot that's on the. So that's you're saying that's
the
out.
shape of those, they're so out. They could not, I could not hate them more, to be so honest. And these are really easy, like round, basic sunglasses. Like these are more what's in right now. They're cheap. They go with pretty much every vibe of outfit. Like you could wear this with a more beachy look, or you could wear this with this type of look.
Okay, so I like the puffer jacket. I like the outfit with the puffer jacket and the white shirt. I like the sunglasses. What's ruining it for me with that guy with the hoodie is he's got some sort of monotone outfit on that just I don't know. It looks like he's homeless, kind of.
You don't like monochrome?
Um, Monochrome, I'm okay with. I said monotone, monochrome. That's
I
right.
knew what you meant.
Um, no, monochrome, I'm okay with, but not whatever that guy's doing.
So you're not a matching snack type of guy. Like you wouldn't wear matching
Not with the hoodie. I don't think so. I mean, if I'm going for a walk down the street because I'm getting my steps in or something, but out to like brunch or something, it's almost like the hoodie is too casual. Or if I were to do
right.
it,
This wouldn't really be out to brunch. This is like, I don't know,
just kind of hanging out. Yeah,
road trip
yeah.
cool dinner.
I have that hoodie. I do. I have that hoodie. It's a lighter gray hoodie, but it's I don't know. I guess I'm just being brutally honest here, right? It's like
No, that's
I
okay.
guess when I'm thinking of working with a stylist like you, just for me, this might be different for other guys. I want to more focus on what I can wear when I'm not trying to be casual,
Right.
or
I just consider it
when
casual.
I'm
A lot of guys will like, they'll say like in the place where they write, specifics of like, I want 3 nice outfits and like 2 outfits to wear to the gym, or 2 super casual outfits.
cool. Yeah, so that might be great for them for sure.
And then yeah, down there I just said puffer isn't always necessary. Obviously, love these glasses. Kind of just everything I already said.
Guys are asking about the nerdy collar. Do you want to expand on that?
What's the nerdy collar
I
on
don't
the
know.
puffer? Is that nerdy?
I
Should
don't know. I feel like you said it. Did you say nerdy collar?
When did I say that?
I don't know. People keep asking. Not sure. Okay, maybe not.
I'm trying to think. Is there a nerdy caller in this?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what a nerdy collar is.
Okay, maybe I'm so fun.
All right. Anyway, let's continue.
Anyways, okay, and then outfit 3. This one's again more casual. Sorry, you want to dressier looks. This is monochrome, so be open. But yeah, monochrome, super in. Things that are slightly off in shades, like seems kind of weird, but this is kind of one of the outfits where I would push you more out of your comfort zone a little bit. I always try and do at least one of those. So you gotta like picture it on someone in front of you. But the linen is kind of like denim. Like you can wear a lot of different colors with it, especially colors that are closer to it. I think people think you can't do that, but you totally can. I love soft knit polos. You can do more of a tighter fitting if that's your thing, or a lot of people will wear them like very oversized. And I don't love a full monochrome head to toe look. I will usually do something like a darker hat like this one to kind of cut through the neutrals. But you could wear this with your Vejas. You could, if you're into sandals, you could wear this with sandals on like a vacation. But the linen shorts are super cool and look really good.
I'm in. I dig it. I dig all this. You know what's funny is like this. I'm curious what the guys think from watching this. This doesn't seem crazy to me. Like
this literally is, because a lot of my clients are like guys that just graduated college and they're like, I only have frat sweatshirts and Lululemon joggers. I don't know what to wear. And so me suggesting like linen instead of khakis or jeans is like, whoa.
Yeah, interesting. No, I like this. This is great.
Cool.
This is yeah, this I would wear. No, this is to me, yeah, this is casual. You're right. Casual compared to like what I'm wearing now, right? But this is something you could wear out when you're going out.
You're also a dressier guy, so I didn't want to give you like a bunch of suits that you already have.
Well, right. And I think the point here is suits are great, and that's a whole other discussion that could be had. But, you know, I wanted to see, because I don't always wear suits, and I wear other clothes.
I feel like you do. I don't know why.
And so you feel like what?
I feel like, I don't know why. I feel like you always wear suits.
Isn't that interesting, gentlemen?
Like you're in a suit.
Isn't that interesting?
Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
We literally just proved it right here. Gentlemen, listen to me for a second here. This is the first time we've ever met in person or virtually or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she doesn't know what I wear, but I'm wearing a suit. So I'm wearing the suit. I'm owning the suit. So she just assumes I'm always wearing suits. So if you're wearing an outfit, like let's say this on the screen right now, that's like, it's a little bit uncomfortable for you, and it's not you, but you try it on and you're like, okay, I look okay, but it's still uncomfortable to wear, and you meet a girl, she's only going to assume this is you, right? So there you go.
All right.
Okay, let's continue.
So we can go back to the presentation. The other one.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, we're done here. Okay, I was like, why aren't we going to the next thing? Got it. We're back. Okay.
We're back.
Continue.
Okay, that's pretty much it. I just said that's all. If you want to find me somewhere, I am Reece Johnson 45 on TikTok. I have a personal Instagram too, but like all things fashion and styling, styled by Reece J. And then both of my bios in my TikTok, my fashion Instagram, and my personal Instagram have the links for personal styling. There is a styled by Reece link, and there is a men's styling link. So make sure you click the men's one, because guys will click the girls one and be like, these are all girl outfits. And I'm like, right, you're in the wrong place. So that is where you can find me. Even though I'm giving away free ones, I am really not expensive. It is $9 an outfit for me to do it, which is very, very cheap compared to a lot of stylists, because a lot of the guys that style are like in the younger things. So I don't want to make it this like out of reach thing. Due to demand, very soon, within the next month or so, I am going to up the prices. So this is actually perfect timing for you to be styled by me if you don't want to spend a fortune. Not that it's easy, but.
And if you want it for free, You know what to do. Go to trippadvicecoaching.com. Go ahead and fill out an application because we are offering 5 free style passes for every person who ends up, for the first 5 people, not every person, for the first 5 people who sign up for coaching, who apply during the time given here. So you can get that, trippadvicecoaching.com, and we'd love to both work with you. Reese, you want to stick around for just a couple questions that guys might have? Okay, awesome. All right, I'm like all relaxed, chilling, laid back. I feel like I should sit up, but this is nice and comfortable. So, guys, what do you got? What do you got for Reese? Any questions? Let's talk about shoes, because you left out shoes, but I'm sure you can explain what we can do with that.
Yeah, shoes are, I feel like, I don't want to say hard to mess up, but kind of. I think most shoes can work if you know what to wear them with. I feel like I see a lot of guys wearing like athletic style sneakers, like tennis shoes, so like Ultra Boost, for example, with like jeans and a nice shirt to like the bars or whatever. So I think making sure you have shoes for different events, so like a nicer type of middle ground shoe, like a Veja or a New Balance or something that's a little bit nicer and not for athletic purposes, to wear with casual to nicer outfits, and then keeping the ones that are specifically meant for exercising for casual outfits and things like that. I really like Converse on guys. I think most girls do, and I think some guys are kind of like against that. I love Nike Blazers, even though those are kind of on the lower cusp of like, those were really in like 2 years ago, so they're kind of on their way out. So if you're looking for a long-term investment, maybe not those. But yeah, I'd say New Balances are a huge one right now. Adidas Forum, things like that. You kind of just have to look with it. Sneakerheads, I cannot help you. A lot of sneakerheads will be like, help me. And I'm like, you know more than I do already. So that's your vibe. Do your thing. But
You know APLs?
no.
Okay.
I'm sure I would if I saw them. I'm really bad with shoes.
Yeah, those are great. Those are more high-end sneakers that they're casual, so you're not wearing them for style per se if you're going out on a night on the town. But if you want to look good while you're running or going to the gym and you want something that looks good and has comfort, APLs are pretty solid. So
I trust your shoe advice after you said you have high top Vejas. So
all right, I'll take that. What's your opinion on suede boots for guys, especially with jeans and casual pants?
Oh, like the shorter kind of ankle ones?
Probably, because I can't imagine an actual long suede boot. So yeah, we'll say probably ankle suede boots.
Right. I don't love those because those are more like a country vibe, but I think those are definitely a better option if that is your sense of style. Again, making sure you're not wearing super skinny jeans with it, because I think when guys kind of almost not quite tuck them in, but they don't sit over the shoe, or kind of. But I think those can work with the right type of vibe.
Or what about plaid or flannels?
What about them?
What do you think about them?
Oh, I like them. I really like them.
So what if you did like a plaid or flannel with a jean with a denim and then like a suede boot?
Yeah, that could be cool.
I should just become a stylist.
I like plaid jackets too, the ones that are like the thicker, more jackets. I like when guys wear those too. That would be good to wear with that shoe.
The plaid jackets, okay. Okay, cool. A lot of thank yous, by the way. So Joseph, Daniel, Maga, Neon says thank you to you, Reese, for coming on, and they got some help. We had to block some people who were trolling, and guys, let's be nice. If this isn't of interest to you, you're not learning anything, you can just leave, and that's fine. And
I can't even see the comments, so
that's okay.
No,
Probably the best.
That's honestly probably best.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about this for a second. I saw a really good TikTok the other day that explained color to me. So it explained how you use colors when you're dressing yourself. And so what I learned was this. There's neutral colors. So you have black, gray, white, brown, and tan. And so you can never go wrong with wearing any mixture of neutral colors. And then if you want to add in any other color that's not that, so whatever that might be, you can add one of those in as long as the rest are neutral. Does that make sense?
I would agree to a point.
Okay, well, yeah, tell me your thoughts on that. Because that was like a nice way of explaining
No, I think for people that
color
are
theory for style.
right. I think people that are more like beginner, I would say, or kind of new to spicing up their style, that is a good rule to live by. Yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely wear a lot of crazy colors, but and I know that guys that are more like fashion forward do, but as a general beginner rule of thumb, I think that's said well.
Okay. Yeah, when you're not sure what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped me.
I mean, some neutrals, I guess, are just like not the best together, I would say, but to a degree, I think most people can look at colors and know what looks good and what doesn't.
I don't know. You'd be surprised.
I know I would be, but
You know, especially one of your slides, it showed like a guy in like a red shirt and blue shorts, and you're like, don't do that.
yeah, right.
I guess at one point that was cool, wearing all those like hot colors.
Yeah, neutrals are definitely taking front seat right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I dig it. Cool. Well, Reese, maybe just say one more time where guys can find you. I'll put it up on the screen one more time, and you guys can follow her. So just repeat yourself there, and guys can check you out.
Yes, I am Reece Johnson 45 on TikTok. Styled by Reece J is my fashion Instagram. I have a personal one too that's in that bio, but that's fashion related stuff. And then if you want to be personally styled by me, usually when I do style orders, I actually don't meet with them and talk over it. It's all virtual. So if you're like not wanting to meet over or do that type of thing, I don't usually do that. And you'll just fill out the form and I'll message you based on your form. I'll do your personal styling order. But the link for that is in my bio, and it is, I believe, called the men's styling form. It's something that matters. It's men's style order, something like that. So that's where you can find me, and I would love to style you because I love what I do.
Well, that's great. Oh, whoops, kicked you off by accident. Meant to do that. That's awesome. Reese, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It was fun having you on, fun talking about style, and appreciate you taking the time to do the style session for me, which I'll definitely take some advice from, and glad we could do it. So
yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was so
yeah,
fun.
yeah, no worries.
Happy
so we'll
birthday.
Go ahead. Thank you very much. The big 38. It's awesome.
That's like
and
the best birthday I've heard.
What's that?
I said that's the best one I've heard. Everyone says 38 was my best year. So
38. That's right. 38 is the best year. I like that. That's very positive. Awesome. Well, all right. I'm gonna kick you out, Reese. I'm gonna keep talking to everyone here. Thanks again, and guys, work with her. She's awesome. Say bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Reese. All right. Very cool. Did we have fun? I had some fun. That was great. I don't know if you guys can tell, I definitely, style is something that I'm pretty passionate about, and learning more about. I always like to see what people are wearing, how the style changes over the years. I don't know. It's very interesting to me, and I enjoy myself keeping up with it. So I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. Hope you learned something. Again, a lot of this stuff is, it's for the trends that are going on now. I think if you're going to take away anything from today, what I would take away from it is just having the courage to try something new and to wear something new. And yeah, it's going to feel like a costume at first, for sure. It's going to feel like something you've never worn because you haven't, and it's uncomfortable. But if you're at all interested in expressing yourself in a different way than maybe you normally do now, with maybe some more basic clothing that doesn't really accentuate the best parts of what you currently look like, because there are certain clothes that you should be wearing if you're shorter, if you're taller. There's a way to dress for your body type. Those things are very important, and they can make a massive difference on how you look. And remember, when you look your best, you make a great impression, like a great first impression. So you're going to make a great, and by the way, people, I'm telling you right now, guys, that style has such an effect on your confidence and the way that people treat you. People treat you differently. I'll give you an example. I was at a meetup the other day. It was for entrepreneurs in Austin. I was at this meetup, and I'm in a circle of about 5 people. And this guy to the left of me, he was a little bit older. I would say he's probably in his late 40s. And he was wearing, I don't know, some sort of like, I don't know if it was a baseball cap, some cap. And he was wearing some like half zip up blue or black, I don't know, long sleeve kind of shirt and some jeans. And I looked over at him, I was looking at him, and he just looked, the best word I can describe here is he looked like schlubby. And he was a cool guy. He was interesting to talk to. But I was imagining for a second, I was like, what if this guy was wearing like really stylish clothes? I was even going specific, like what if he was wearing a nice suit, a nice tailored suit? How much differently I might view him subconsciously. That I might view him differently if he was dressed more sleek or in something more professional. And I would take him more seriously. I know it sounds like, oh, that's very judgy. It's just, this is what we do. This is how we perceive people. We make those judgments. We can't help it. You see a woman who walks by and she's wearing like a loose tank top and tight shorts, you're going to notice it. You see another one walk by and she's wearing baggy pants and a baggy hoodie, you're not going to notice it. We notice these things. We take in a lot of data from what people are wearing. We make observations, and yeah, we make judgments sometimes. And so I'll just be honest. I might have taken him a little bit more seriously if he was wearing something that said said success, that painted an image of success in some way. And maybe he was super successful. That's not really the point. It's just the point of perception. And that's why style can be very important. I don't know. Some guy came on here earlier who was trolling, saying like, oh, women can talk a lot about anything and they just talk, and guys should just not think and put on. Well, listen, man, there's a lot of guys out there who just put on stuff and don't think about it, and they look like shit. So is that what you want? Do you want to just not care and look like shit? Now, there's levels, right? Do you have to go all the way to the extreme end and go super stylish and fashionable, and if you don't do that, you're just not going to get girls? Of course not. But if you follow some basic principles, you follow just a little bit of basic color theory and the principles of what you wear and how it fits, you're just going to look that much better. What a wonderful, easy hack. Isn't that an awesome hack? Just a matter of changing your outfit and clothes. I don't know. That sounds pretty cool to me. So, you guys have been awesome. Thanks so much. Unless you've had any more questions, we're gonna chill here, and I'm gonna go to my birthday dinner. That's right, the big 38. And if you need help with meeting women, attracting women, if you want to learn my signature TED formula, which helps men attract women, and you want to learn how to do this in person and online, you want to have a dating life that's flourishing, we're signing up guys every single day. We have guys here who have taken coaching before, who have gotten great results. We know what works. We know how to help you. And for guys who end up applying today for coaching, you see the link here on the screen. The first 5 guys who end up signing up for coaching, who apply in this hour, will get a free style session with Reese. So that's it. Thanks, guys, so much. Mike, what are your tips for dressing as a short guy? Watch this and rewind. There's some good tips for you. Thanks again. Talk to you next week. We'll go live. We'll answer your questions and we'll have a whole new topic.